What we got here?
Supreme nachos. Steak, chicken, and shrimp. Steak, chicken, and shrimp nachos.
Shrimp. How you say shrimp?
Shrimp.
Shrimp.
Shrimp. Shrimp.
Shrimp.
Shrimp.
Shrimp.
Yeah, shrimp. Shrimp. I don't know, man. I don't know. It's shrimp. Shrimp. I don't know. I never noticed that I say different stuff different than most people would say it. I don't know. I wonder if that's gonna affect anything. But beyond that, how you doing?
Sure, I'm good. It's been a good week.
Good.
Work was good.
Good mental health.
I'm good. Mentally, I'm stable.
Put a little salsa. But that's good. So we talked about this a little bit prior, but getting to know people, you know, outside of what y'all do on a regular basis. How you feel about that?
Getting to know people?
Like getting to know what people like. Getting to know like your homie that you hang out with. Y'all always doing something, but it's like, what does this person really like to do? What does this person go home and do? You know?
Well, most people don't look that deep into it like that. They just hang out because that's what they've been doing for a long time. So you really don't really know your friends like the way you think you know your friends. Because we ain't asking the right questions. We just go with
the right stuff.
Or doing the right stuff. We just doing things that we been doing since we was little. Because we've been hanging out so often for a while. So we don't get into the what do you do?
Yeah.
How are you? What do you do when we're not seeing each other? Like private stuff.
The personality of a person.
Yeah. You don't get to see the true personality. You just get to see the person you see when you're in public.
Yeah.
So we gotta get to know our friends better.
I mean, you don't know people's parents. You don't know nothing about them. Y'all just hang out. That's how life is nowadays.
Y'all just hang out. But then you call each other that you say that's your best friend. He's your best friend. How well do you know your best friend?
Don't know their family.
But he's your best friend though. How is he your best friend? You don't even know nothing about him. He's your best friend because he just show up when you need him.
Yeah. Or he ready to party when you ready to party.
And you're always doing stuff together, so you consider him your best friend. But is he really your best friend? How well do you know that person?
I would say a little bit of yeah and no. It's more like y'all friends, but
your friends, but you ain't brothers.
Yeah, man, y'all don't know each other really, and that's why I feel like a lot of friendships don't click because you don't get to know people, so relationships don't last long. Even in actual relationships, like with a guy and a woman, don't last long because you really not getting to know that person. You doing what you want to do and what the person want to do in the moment, but you're really not getting to know people.
So what I'm starting to learn, you actually got to communicate in a relationship, man. That's how you get to know each other, by communicating.
You gotta get to know them.
I know they say if you keep a person should know who you are by just seeing what you do on a daily basis, right? But that's not really it. They're just saying what you want them to see. That could be just for that moment, but that's what you're presenting in front of that person, and think they know you because you do that thing every day.
Mm-hmm.
They should get to know.
Yeah.
But to get to know your partner, you need to communicate. Ask questions. Ask the hard questions. That's what we don't do often. Ask the hard questions.
You gotta sit down and have conversation.
Mm-hmm.
Let me see when it works.
It's gonna cost you, man. 25 cents.
You already opened that.
25 cents though. Still.
I got you. On the back end, you know.
Yeah.
But yeah. How long you think it takes to get to know somebody?
I don't think that you have a timetable to it. When you're in a relationship
Or a friendship.
or a friendship, it can take as long as the person wants you to. But the person gonna show you who they really are off the bat.
But
so it's gonna take time.
A lot of times people fake it because they like your company.
Exactly. So
people don't show who they really are because they like your company.
You might think that's who they are, but it's not really who that person is. Mm-hmm. So the amount of time it takes to get to know somebody, it's not really a timetable to it. It's not a something that you got to rush through.
I say you hanging out with somebody every weekend, not on a daily basis.
Mm-hmm.
I feel like it's something that should be talked about. Like, hey, let's hang out, let's do this, and have conversations like we doing right now. It's like you got to do that more often, so you know who people are, how they think. So just to see if that person even fits being around your presence in your circle. Because some people can throw off your energy.
Yeah.
Of who you really are.
Yeah, I'm big on energy.
You are?
My attitude and energy around you depends on your attitude and energy.
Yeah.
If I sense any type of bad energy coming from you, you're gonna get bad energy from me too.
Mm-hmm. I try to be good, like as a person, all around, all the time, because I don't like bad energy. Exactly.
I don't like confrontation, period.
Mm-hmm.
And that's another thing. Just because a person don't like confrontation, that don't mean they're weak.
Yeah, it don't.
That don't say you. That doesn't mean at all that you're weak.
That's the person you need to be scared of.
Facts. That's someone who doesn't want to confrontate.
That's somebody who won't get it over with quick. You gotta be careful with people that's quiet. You sitting there doing all this yelling and talking. That person is quiet. That's the person you gotta
step back and think about it.
Yeah, because it's like, hold on, man. Dude ain't said nothing back to me. He just sitting there. That's scary.
And you over here acting wild and crazy.
That's like old boy off of Raising Canaan. Dude with the glasses, like Rodney, I think is his name. Ronnie? Yeah, Ronnie. He sit there and just look at you.
Oh yeah. Dude from prison?
Yeah, got out of jail. Yeah,
boy, he was scared. Hell yeah. You just talking. He just looking at you blind.
Well, figuring out how you gonna do it.
Yeah, be scared of them.
Them people you got to watch out for.
Yes, sir.
That's why it's important to get to know people. You got to know, like how you just said, you don't like confrontation. The homie you around may not like confrontation either. He get you up out of there. That was your homie though.
Yeah.
You know.
Well, you do need some hotheads in your circle though.
Not really, because you don't want to live your life and not be able to grow up, get married, have your homies in your wedding party, or your homegirls in your wedding party, because you know how they are. You know what I mean? You got to be able to grow up with people, not just have friends for the moment.
Oh yeah.
Friends for the moment ain't good. You got to be able to create friendships and stuff that lasts forever. People that you trust around your kids. People that you gonna trust, to be around your mama, your aunties. You gotta build those type of relationships. And it's hard to nowadays because people really, I feel like after COVID, people lost their mind.
Out of sight, out of mind, man. And people don't communicate.
I really feel like COVID did something to people's mentality.
Not you think it did.
I wonder if I'm gonna be able to finish this whole thing.
I know one thing. I won't. It look like I'm about to, but don't let that fool you.
It ain't that bad though.
The chips could be a little fresher. Look like they've been sitting out for a minute. They ain't fresh.
Yeah. How often do you call your people to check on them?
My friends, the ones that I call my friends.
Yeah.
I try to. If it's been a while, I ain't seen them. I send a little quick text. Check on probably 2 weeks tops. If I ain't seen you or heard from you 2 weeks, I try to reach you.
Yeah, I don't really have a lot of friends outside of y'all, you know, at the shop and stuff like that. In the squad. If you're a big dog, you know how we rock, but outside of there, I don't really mess with nobody. So I call my family every once in a while. I say about once a month.
Yeah, it's important, man.
You know, just once a month, just to see how everybody doing. But it should be more than that, though.
But it's not.
But the phone works 2 ways. That's how I feel.
Yeah, that's true. If I ain't doing it, if you know I do it, my friends too. Not trying to think about it. They don't reach out as often as me.
Yeah, they don't reach out.
That's what brings the question.
Yeah.
Are they really your friends?
Yeah.
Or they just in the moment friends?
In the moment. When they ready to get drunk, high,
they calling you up.
And that's a bad way to look at people too. Because it shows how people really feel about you.
Yeah.
You just a drinker, or you the smoker, or whatever. That's bad. People look at you that way.
You see, oh yeah, he's the plug.
Cause I got a lot of people, family, old friends, that don't know who I am to this day as a person.
Yeah. So they
just know me as the stuff that we did when we was hanging out. And which is not good because that's how they look at me.
I'm struggling with it. Yeah.
That's just how they look at me.
Because that's the only time they see you.
They know, like, I don't know if it's all bad. Some stuff may be good that we did, but that's the only thing you actually really know about me. You like, which is sad because you hung out with people for so many years. It's basically wasting time of your life.
Yeah.
You didn't benefit from that friendship or that relationship.
That's what I said, relationship too.
Yeah, you didn't benefit from it. You probably learned a lesson from it, but you didn't evolve as a person.
Man, I came across one of the realest video on social media last night.
What was that?
I need to separate it back up. I can't really quote it word to word.
What was it about though?
It was pretty much saying why God put people in your life. You know how people say, people come into your life for a reason.
Yeah.
They might be there to help you grow, to help you do blah blah blah, whatever they're there for. They come in and go.
Yeah, I know what you're talking about.
Yeah, it wasn't a lot of that. Man, that's one of the realest shit I've heard. It makes sense too.
You know, Tyler Perry had a play back in the day that talked about that. How some people come in your life for a reason, some people come in your life for a season, stuff like that.
That shit real.
Yeah, it is. Some people come in your life just for a short period of time. You can't look at everybody like, oh, we're gonna be friends forever. No.
Mm-hmm.
No. God put that person in your life for you to learn this. Damn. Sorry, lost a little bit of life. Lost a little bit of life. But God put people in your life for whatever reason it may be.
Right.
It could be to help you learn something, to help you, see what you don't see in that moment. All kind of stuff.
That's right.
Because, like, you pay attention to it.
We don't really pay attention to it. But
Don't.
that be it though.
I've always paid attention to that. Ever since I seen that Tyler Perry episode.
I ain't seeing it.
Yeah. But you can't hold people. If they ready to get out your life, man, let them go.
Yeah.
Follow back up with them in a couple months. See how they doing.
Mm-hmm. If it's time for them to leave, they don't like it.
They could have came in your life for you to teach them something too.
Right.
You can't hold on to people.
They got what you needed, and they out. Mm-hmm. And that's it. If it's God's will, it's God's will, you know?
Yeah. I mean, it's crazy how people come in and out your life and you don't even pay attention to it.
Mm-mm.
But you got to look back. What did you learn from that person? If you didn't learn that, maybe that person learned something from you. But they probably don't pay attention to it.
Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm. We don't.
So
I'm being fat right now.
I try to make sure every time somebody come into my life, you learn something from it.
Right.
And a lot of the times when people come in my life, I just sit there and listen.
Major key. Sit back and listen. Read the room.
Yeah. You gotta listen more than you talk most of the time. When you in a room with somebody that you don't see often, it's best to just listen. Because sometimes that person could just be venting. Like they could just be getting a lot of stuff off their chest and they'll pick up on what they say later. And be like, I just said this the other day. I need to stop doing that.
Right.
But I try to be positive because I picked up a while back that everybody still look at me like a little kid.
Oh.
Like people that I used to be around, like older people than me.
Yeah.
They don't look at me like I've grown up. They look at me like I'm still a little dude. You know what I mean?
That's not good.
That is good.
That's good.
Yeah, that's good.
I want people to look at me as I've grown. Like I've come a long way.
They don't see that. But that's a good thing in my opinion, because if you still looking at me like I'm little dude, like I'm below you, that means I don't need to be around you.
That's different there. That's different.
It just means I don't need to be around you because you always gonna feel like
You're bigger than me.
You bigger than me. You superior.
And all better.
And if you feel that way in your head, that means you haven't evolved yet. Mentally, spiritually, like within yourself, you haven't evolved that. At some point in life, we all equal.
Yeah, we all came from the same place.
Yeah, we all equal. And if you haven't realized that, I don't need to be around you. Because just because you got a little bit more money or you doing something different than I'm doing, don't mean that you know better than me.
All that means is your time, man. That's your time. My time.
Yeah, I just like to sit there and listen to people. To see where their mindset is. Because if we having a conversation and not once you ask me how I've been doing,
that's a problem.
there's something wrong with that.
Good talk.
There's just something wrong with that. We sat here and talked for a whole hour. Well, you talked for a whole hour. And not once did you ask how was I doing.
Maybe you don't know how to communicate.
That means that's another part of getting to know people too. Because if I start the conversation off with how you been doing, and then we spend the whole hour on how you been doing,
right?
And you didn't change it over not once, like how you been doing? How's your family doing? You know what I mean? How your mama doing? That means we ain't supposed to be around each other.
Yeah. That's a problem.
We ain't supposed to be around each other. So,
it's a big problem.
On that note, welcome back to Big Dog TV.
Whoa.
Welcome back to Big Dog TV. Hell of an intro. I apologize for that.
It
was like it's something serious we talking about because it's stuff that people don't think about. That's what we try to focus on, stuff that people don't think about. That's what this podcast is for those who think outside the box, for those who are deep thinkers, for those who like to have conversations about stuff that we don't have conversations about on a daily. That's what this show is about. That's what this show is, who this show is for. Mm-hmm. So make sure you subscribe, like, share, and comment. Make sure you hit that bell for all post notifications. Hey, man. We here for a long time, not just a good time. But back to the show. So,
yeah. We rambled about Offset, off camera. Wow, you said about cigarettes. What people see in cigarettes.
Mm-hmm. Yeah. Yeah.
I don't see it.
You talking about cigarettes?
Yeah, cigarettes.
Yeah. How you say it?
Cigarettes.
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 Maybe it's the taco.
Nah, I don't know. But yeah, I don't know what people see in cigarettes, man. It stinks.
Bad.
It smells horrible. It smells so bad. Sometimes you want to throw up.
I don't see how people can use it as a stress reliever.
I mean,
let's say it relieves stress.
You just gotta find other ways to relieve.
There's a better way to release your stress than to smoke cigarettes.
You don't have to do it, man. Because it's like once you smoke a cigarette, after you're done with that cigarette,
it stays on your clothes.
That smell it gets stronger. It don't just stay in your clothes. This smell gets stronger.
And then people say it's hard. It's a addiction. It's hard to it's hard to break when you're addicted.
Yeah, nicotine's strong.
Come on, man. It can't be that hard to stop doing something.
Probably is.
That can be.
That was our point for today. Our question of the day: why cigarettes? Make sure y'all tune in next time. Big Dog TV. Like, share, and subscribe to the channel.
Yes, sir.